Hey there, Colonials. Welcome back to another edition of Quickly Colonial. Oh, hang on just a minute. No. There we go. Alrighty. Now, I bet you're wondering why I'm so worried about my hat, right? Well, that's because we were watching a very popular movie based on an even more popular book of Alice in Wonderland. And there happened to be a very weird character on there, one of my favorites whenever I was a kid, but that would be the Mad Hatter. Well, why was he mad? Well, he wasn't angry, but that's just the British way or even the old colonial way of saying that the guy's a little crazy. He's got a screw loose, right? He's cuckoo, right? All right. Now, why was the Hatter mad? Why was the Hatter crazy? And that goes back to our dear colonial times, my dear friends. So the reason why the Hatter was so mad or so crazy was because he was just that. He was a hatter. He made hats, right? Now, mercury was used in a process that was called carroting. Just like a carrot. You would carrot this process. You would carrot the pelts in order to help separate the fibers, the fur fibers from the pelts. And it was easier to make that felty kind of feel to it to make these hats. Okay? They would dip these pelts in a solution containing mercury salts, or what we now call mercury nitrate today. And that caused the fur fibers to lift from the skin and mat together better to give it that real soft felt feel. Okay? Long-term exposure to mercury vapors during this process led to a condition known as erethism or Mad Hatter syndrome. And it would cause tremors or neurological damage or behavioral changes to the extreme. And so you'd be crazy. You'd look crazy, you'd act crazy, certainly not the person you used to be, because of long-term exposure to mercuric nitrate, or these mercury vapors during the hatting process. And then, finally, 200 years later, it took 200 years to figure this out, but in the 20th century, a new item was developed that was far less toxic and would do the exact same thing. And that's hydrogen peroxide. So it took 200 years of Mad Hatters and Alice going to Wonderland to figure out that this new product would do the exact same thing. And we didn't have to be crazy anymore making hats. So there you have it, my dear colonials. Another reference to our dear colonial times, going all the way back to Alice in Wonderland and all the way back to the 1700s and colonial America with our felt hats. My dear colonials, if you like what you see, please give me a like and subscribe. If you've been here with us before, thank you so very much. I enjoy our time together. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And I hope you come back. We'll see you next time. Cheers.